Would you believe that some of the most popular countries for immigrants are now shutting their doors, and even kicking people out? From Europe to Asia, entire governments are tightening immigration laws, forcing thousands of people to pack their bags, whether they want to or not. 1. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has been a top destination for immigrants from Africa and Asia for decades, especially for low-wage workers. But what most people don't know is that Saudi Arabia has quietly deported over 200,000 immigrants just last year alone under its Saudization policy. The government is pushing to replace foreign workers with Saudi nationals, especially in jobs like retail, hospitality, and construction. Papers, no stay. Italy has always been a dream destination: pizza, pasta, and that Mediterranean life. But lately, Italy isn't playing games anymore. In 2025, Italy introduced new immigration laws that automatically deport anyone caught without valid paperwork, even if you've been living there for years. Recent reports show entire immigrant families being rounded up and sent back to their home countries overnight. Brexit's final revenge. Remember when everyone was talking about Brexit? Well, now the UK is finally following through, and immigrants are the ones paying the price. In 2025, the UK rolled out some of its toughest immigration rules ever, making it nearly impossible to renew visas if you're not earning a certain amount of money. If you're making less than £26,000 a year, you're out. Thousands of low-income immigrants have already been forced out, and the numbers are only going up. 4. Malaysia. Foreigners no longer welcome. Malaysia used to be one of the easiest places for retirees and expats to settle down. But in 2025, they've flipped the script. New immigration rules have doubled the minimum income requirements for residency visas, forcing thousands of immigrants to leave. If you're not bringing in at least $10,000 a month, Malaysia doesn't want you anymore. 5. Greece. The hidden deportations. Greece might look like paradise on Instagram. But behind those whitewashed buildings in blue waters, the government has been quietly deporting thousands of undocumented immigrants, especially from Africa and the Middle East. Reports show that over 40,000 immigrants have been pushed out in the last 2 years alone. Sex. South Korea, no visa, no mercy. South Korea might be the land of K-pop and K-drama, but it's no fairy tale for immigrants. In 2025, South Korea launched a nationwide crackdown on undocumented immigrants, especially those from Southeast Asia. If you're caught without a visa, you're deported within 48 hours, no appeals, no second chances. 7. Portugal. From expat paradise to immigrant nightmare. Portugal used to be one of the most immigrant-friendly countries in Europe. But not anymore. In 2025, Portugal announced they were scrapping their golden visa program, the very same program that attracted thousands of immigrants from Africa and Latin America. Now, they're closing the doors to anyone who isn't bringing in serious money. 8. Turkey. The silent purge. Turkey has been quietly deporting African and Middle Eastern immigrants for months, without making international headlines. Many immigrants wake up to police raids in the middle of the night, only to find themselves on a plane back home by morning. 9. Germany. The big cleanup. Germany might seem like one of the most progressive countries in Europe. But in 2025, they've introduced new immigration laws that make it harder than ever to stay without permanent residency. Even immigrants who've been living in Germany for over 10 years are being sent back if they can't prove they have steady jobs. 10. Canada. The friendly country no more? Canada has always been the country everyone thinks is super friendly to immigrants. But don't let the smiles fool you. In 2025, Canada quietly capped the number of permanent residency applications, leaving thousands of immigrants in limbo. Even skilled workers are being turned away faster than ever before. Conclusion. So what's really happening here? Governments around the world are tightening immigration laws, pushing out immigrants they once welcomed with open arms. If you're thinking about moving abroad, it's more important than ever to do your research and have a backup plan. Which country on this list surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're thinking about relocating, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video on the top 10 countries paying black people to move there in 2025. But why is this happening now? And which countries are quietly pushing immigrants out without making headlines? In today's video, we're breaking down the top countries that are kicking out immigrants in 2025, what's really happening, who's most at risk, and whether you could be next. Make sure you watch till the end, because some of these countries will shock you. And if you're planning to move abroad anytime soon, you definitely need to hear this. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this might just save you from making a very expensive mistake.